Welcome back, everyone. This week's Nightfall weapon is going to be a fan favorite sniper that's returning. It was the best, or one of the best, in year one, and quite frankly, it might still just be the best now. Honestly, I think this is my pick for the best all-around sniper available post-sunsetting in the game right now, and that's the Silicon Neuroma. So there's quite a few things that make this weapon as good as it is. Basically, it's a 43 zoom with excellent perks, great stats, and access to Adept mods, which will come later on when the Adept version is released. So for that reason, you might not want to farm it right now, but we can still talk about it and its potential impact on the metagame. Now, there's a few reasons why I think the lower zoom snipers are going to be more favorable options again, and it's because the lower zoom snipers are generally getting a buff to their aim assist. Previously, the 50 zoom started gaining favor, and some people even used higher than that simply because they either kept the same aim assist they always had or got better at that point. And a lot of the lower zoom snipers, 45 was still decent, but below that started to feel kind of inconsistent for a lot of people. Now, when I read the changes to the sniper scopes, the way I interpreted it is that they're basically adjusting the curve they use to manage how zoom affects aim assist on snipers. And they've always used 50 as the middle point or unchanged point. So if I'm interpreting the changes correctly, anything below 50, even if it's getting just a small buff, it's still getting a buff to the aim assist that it's going to get. And so basically losing less aim assist because of the scope zoom, and anything above 50 is going to be gaining less aim assist, so getting a little bit worse. So for that reason, the lower zoom scopes are going to be more favorable options, and I talked about this in another one of my videos, and that's because lower zoom scopes allow you to have a wider FOV, be more aware to what's going on. You don't have to have as good centering with your sniper, and you can drag shot a little bit easier, overall allowing you to play more aggressively. So that benefit is probably worth the small bit of aim assist you're going to be losing still, which isn't nearly as much as it once was, and we can actually make up for it in many cases with a lot of the good perks available, or at least trying to maximize on our potential aim assist and consistency. So on the sniper, again, the highlights is the fact that, like I mentioned, it's a 43 zoom, but it also has really great perks. It has snapshot in the first slot, which is a pretty standard, maybe even mandatory perk on snipers for a lot of people right now, and it in the second slot has opening shot, demolitionist, and adrenaline junkie. Snapshot and opening shot is probably the best pairing of perks possible on a sniper, but demo and adrenaline junkie are kind of interesting as well. Opening shot is going to give you higher accuracy, which does impact your in-air accuracy. It's also going to give you higher range to top off your already pretty massive range stat, but most importantly, it's going to give you plus 20 aim assist, which is going to ensure a lot more consistency and easier time hitting headshots. As far as stats, this weapon can get up to 54 handling. In the archetype, 60 is the highest on the succession. However, this weapon does have access to the Adept mods, which can change that. Either way though, 54 handling with the Adept version is still pretty high and pretty good, considering as well that this weapon gets 47 aim assist. 48 is the highest in the archetype, but it does get opening shot, which will boost it to 67, which may be the highest, I believe, of the archetype. That's very high aim assist as well, not counting if you did want to put an Adept targeting on this too. But that brings us to the discussion of the Adept mods. So the Adept mods, yes, you could go Adept Icarus if you really want to maximize on your in-air potential. However, this weapon having opening shot allows you to maybe go for something else. Opening shot roughly gives you the same in-air accuracy boost, give or take, as an Icarus mod, especially for MNK players out there. If you have opening shot, you really might not need an Icarus grip. Sure, it'll still add and they do stack, but this might encourage you to go for something like a Adept handling mod to boost your handling up to 64, I believe. So that might be useful. You can even go for Adept targeting, something else, maybe a little bit more range. I don't think you really need that, but you can explore different options because you do have opening shot. Or of course, you could go for Icarus. To me, I would probably go for Adept handling to really maximize on how versatile the weapon is and how fast it responds. To top things off, this weapon does have the Vanguard origin trait, which says final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of health. This apparently works in PvP, and snipers are strong as is. and getting health on kill from getting a snipe, no matter how little, is still beneficial. So that just adds on to everything that was already so great about this sniper. I think the adaptive snipers do contest this a little bit if I'm talking about what's the best sniper in the game. I have Soul still has some unobtainable roles that are in contention for being called the best sniper in the game. However, A, they're unobtainable, and B, I do think that high impact snipers, especially when you have the consistency and stats of something like this, might just overall be better because of the impact of their body shot damage and being able to kill supers. So a low zoom, high aim assist, high impact sniper, I think this has got to be the best. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's really between this and Eye of Soul, I think, for the best of the best snipers in the game. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.